welcome back to WePlay Lock and Load series number 3. It's the third quarter final we're on to now, Dweg. We are getting right into this one with FURIA going up against HellRaisers.
What a matchup it is. FURIA making their way through stages where HellRaisers do get that invite position. But early positioning coming out towards the top of Banana. But the rest of HellRaisers do split up across the map. And a heavy CT setup towards this A-bomb site.
And we are starting on the map pick of HellRaisers here on Inferno. And HellRaisers haven't played any games this year. They haven't played since PLG Grand Slam back in mid-December. So
wow.
We're definitely going to have to see if they are looking sharp heading into this game. Hopefully they've got some practice in over the break. And they are starting to line up this take towards A.
Yeah, well, they are going to be running into a bit of a stack from FURIA, so they do need to lock off these positions. Vinny has spotted out a lot of information. You can hear the footsteps running in. Flash coming in over the top from Hobbit, but the Glocks, they need to try and find the kills, and hidden positions coming out. There's a 1-for-1 trade, and Serato is going to start things off with 2. He tries to fall back, a 2-on-2, and Serato again, and now it's all up to Angel left. A 1v2, and Serato fighting 4 in the round. What a pistol.
Serato has been unbelievable on pistol rounds in this tournament. The amount of times he gets at least 3 frags in these pistols is insane. And again, he does it for FURIA here. He's been great throughout this tournament. And it's really good to see him showing up at the start against a higher level of team here. Up against the invited HellRaisers, they're going to need their star players to perform well. And Serato is already off to a great start.
Well, HellRaisers there, not really reading the information well. They sort of just executed onto the site with not finding out where those CTs were. And that picks up FURIA their first pistol round, and it made it close. Angel was in a 1v2, so even though they ran into 4 CTs on towards 8, they still won a lot of engagements. So HellRaisers coming into this, a few upgraded pistols here and there. But FURIA just looking to see how much damage can they do with these SMGs and grind up the economy, making it even stronger. Able J as well. And Art finding 1. And so far, HellRaisers taking their time, seeing if they can find anything. Art with another one. That's more money going into the bank. Art not even taking a single point of damage. Hobbit actually finding a kill. So at least something that HellRaisers can be happy about. And Art to finish off a nice 4K in that anti-eco second round.
So far, so good for FURIA, but now they have to deal with the full buy from HellRaisers. Looks like FURIA might be sticking with a couple of those SMGs, and I don't mind that decision here on Inferno. You can definitely take a few close-range angles, but they only stick with 1 rifle on the CT side. They might have to go for some aggression with these SMGs to try and win those early trades.
Yeah, well, it seems like it's going to be a little bit of a bonus round coming out from FURIA, is that if they even lose this, they'll be able to buy up again. But yeah, like you said, you'll often find that a lot more than just 1 rifle gets brought into the first gun round of the game. But FURIA, they have a game plan going ahead. Trying to re-control towards Banana. It's a heavy setup, and they're just going to push down, and Woxic and Hobbit both finding kills. And you said we needed to see some aggression. Serato does spot the bomb, but the only problem is 2 of his teammates are already gone.
And Serato will call for assistance, but that leaves A very vulnerable. Able J is alone towards A with this M. He manages to get 1 kill towards mid, so he can call for some help himself. Push is about to come in towards the A-bomb site. Able J ready to hold. Peeks out into the open. Really risky decision there, but it pays off for him. He wins another duel. And HellRaisers being slowed down as they try and take this A-bomb site. They're finally going to commit to this one, but Able J continues to perform. Makes it a 3rd kill on the round. And that 1 M4 makes all the difference for FURIA as they get their 3rd round win.
Yeah, what a beautiful hold coming out on towards that A-bomb site. Really cool, calm, and collected. And that wide swing as well from Able J. Getting a lot of damage done. A lot of information as well. Finding those individual kills. And FURIA, even though they only bring 1 M4 into the last round, they do, and they are able to pick up the 3rd. And coming into this, once again, we are still going to see that UMP and MP9 across the board. So it's interesting to see how much that FURIA are relying on these SMGs, but I think one of the best things is they're only going to be up against pistols in this round, Hawker.
And in that last round, I think if FURIA lost, their money may not have been good enough to go for the full reinvestment, but Dead Fox gets the kill towards Able J. I was not expecting him to win that fight. The AK recovered, another kill found. And HellRaisers starting to put the pressure on. They're piling it on towards the A site. Çeyrek gets 1 kill. This round is over and done with. FURIA get destroyed on A.
Yeah, unfortunately, it seemed like FURIA were holding very close angles and just getting over with the timings with the CZs and a few of the Tech 9 pistols in there. And HellRaisers, the fast aggression towards A, and FURIA is definitely not ready for that. Vinny, the only one left. Wow, look at that. Devastation.
And that was Çeyrek in Library trying to get into position. But really, it was the A players that made the mistakes on that round. In the first fight that Dead Fox won was maybe a little bit fortunate. Can kind of forgive them for that mistake. But then the rest of FURIA just stuck at close range positions. CZs overwhelm them. And Vinny will be saving this ball into the next round. Important save, just to make sure he can have a gun for the next one. FURIA will remain on a full buy into round 5. And here comes the AWP. Normally it should be dropped over to Art. There we go. He picks it up for round number 5. And again, utility is now in play on both sides. So we should start to see those nades exchanged down Banana.
Yeah, and it's always great to see is the exchange of heavy utility towards Banana. And it almost seems like a lot has to be used for sometimes almost nothing, where both teams don't really get control, but it does look as if it is going to be HellRaisers coming out on top. Map control granted, and HellRaisers in a very advantageous position. FURIA try and delay even further with a few Molotovs coming in. The bomb with them towards this B bomb site. Angel already been spotted out, so a bit of damage done. But so far, it looks as if HellRaisers already with control of Banana have so many options of what they want to do in this round.
Yeah, FURIA didn't really use their utility to fight for Banana at the start of this round. I think they did 1 smoke and maybe 1 nade down Banana, but the rest of the players just held on to their nades, try and contain HellRaisers and not allow them to push towards that B bomb site. And it looks like HellRaisers won't be pushing towards that B side of the map. They've started to regroup around this A side of things. And even with HellRaisers using quite a few nades to take that Banana control, they've still got enough utility left for an A take.
Well, the T's making their way up in towards brackets, splitting between Jungle and Diggity. Angel at the front lines. Smoke coming in off towards Library. And Angel seeing what he can find. The man of the mission. And, oh, did he not spot that CT right in the corner there? Angel. Finally, he does able to take him down. And FURIA, with low time left on the clock, want to try and deny this bomb from going down. Çeyrek and Able J. In a 2-on-3, the bomb planted. And it's going to be very tough. But Able J is in a little bit of a good position here. Spots out the backside of Hobbit. And this is now a doable clutch. 2v2, Dead Fox, they have the information of where one of the players is. Able J towards the pit area. And Çeyrek coming around from Moto. Dead Fox looking down towards the angle. And FURIA need to get a move on. That's a nice kill, Able J. And now he's up against Woxic. Just going to hold the defuse of Woxic. Is he going to peek in time? He does. HellRaisers pick up a second.
Ooh, that was a bit scary for a second there from Woxic. He shot completely the wrong side as to where the bomb was positioned, but he finally realizes his mistake, and HellRaisers managed to break the bank of FURIA. FURIA really quickly rotated in that round. They stacked 5 players in towards the A site, but once these smokes faded, it was Issa who got those 2 kills towards A long. And that was the rotating players from FURIA trying to get into position, but Issa was set up to stop them. FURIA don't get to invest all that much into this round. Their money isn't great, though. I mean, even with the full save into this one, their buy might be somewhat limited into the next round, and it's almost guaranteed that FURIA will get nothing done here.
Yeah, you can't expect them to get anything done. Maybe 1 kill. We've seen what USPs have done just before we saw a 5 USP round win up against Rifles. Serato is going to start things off. He gets a nice kill, but instantly flashed. The trade comes in, and HellRaisers looking very comfortable in this round as the B-bomb side is theirs, and for the rest of the CTs, Hawker, they're nowhere near to where the bomb is.
At this point, FURIA will probably just hold on this side of the map. They don't want to give Angel too much money with that Mac 10. And if they just hold in and around the apartments, then it's HellRaisers who have to push towards them. And the CTs get a bit of an advantage. Ooh, Art getting frisky with this Zeus. This could work out for him, but HellRaisers are focusing on saving their own guns. Angel has upgraded from his Mac 10 to the AK, and so the one kill that FURIA do get only drops a Mac 10 out of the hands of HellRaisers. Not really too significant in terms of the economic damage. And I like the fact that HellRaisers all exit together here. They're just sitting in CT, realizing that FURIA have very little to save, and HellRaisers won't make any mistakes. They'll save all 4 guns.
Well, there's no real point for HellRaisers to go on the hunt. Like you said, they've got nothing to... There's nothing with them. So it's not as if they're going to upgrade a rifle or they're going to find a little bit... a better pistol or anything like that. There's just no need. So for HellRaisers, saving in CT spawn, the best option. And now coming in to the 7th round. Look at that. 2.80 for FURIA and 1.40 for HellRaisers. So if you want to get those odds, head on over to es.bet and sign up, as HellRaisers the heavy favourites coming into this matchup, Hawker.
Yeah, and FURIA have shown some promise in this tournament. I think these odds give you a good indication as to the sort of caliber or the respect that these two teams deserve. HellRaisers definitely the team that are more established. That's definitely showing in the odds. And even though they haven't played for quite a while, they are looking fairly sharp at the start of Inferno. FURIA is definitely a team that is going to be one to watch for the future, though. Or at least some of these players will definitely be exciting into the future. They've got some exciting prospects to watch out for. Obviously, Çeyrek is the player who's been performing so far on this map. But Yuri is the other player who has had some exceptional games for FURIA. So look towards those two to make the difference. HellRaisers move in towards A very quickly.
Yeah, this is a fast round coming out from HellRaisers, and Yuri in towards Boiler. Might be able to swing out wide and find a kill, but that's a very sharp and quick shot coming out from the AWPer. The high sensitivity AWP coming out from Woxic. And FURIA in a man disadvantage really early on. Aggression, fast aggression coming out towards brackets early on into this round. I feel like that's the first time we've seen HellRaisers bring some aggression on their T side so far this game.
Especially that early in the round. Just running up mid, trying to get the opening kill. Find the initial entry. With brackets control, HellRaisers can again keep the CTs guessing. FURIA are having to play back from the bomb sites. You can see now that FURIA just don't have the information. HellRaisers take so much early map control that the CTs are stuck stacking the A site, and Çeyrek has got to be the hero holding down B.
Pulls the Molotov up, M4, and oh, it is going to be a player crossing before the smoke blooms. And Çeyrek taken down low. Utility coming in from both teams, but FURIA, it looks as if straight away they're just going to save this.
And as I was saying, that's just HellRaisers starving any information from FURIA. FURIA take a gamble, stacking 3 towards A after losing the opening fight. And once you go down to 4 players on the CT side of Inferno, it becomes very difficult to play. You either leave 2 players on the A site, and they can be exposed from many different angles, or you put only 1 man towards B, and that's not an easy hold either. So the man disadvantage really costing FURIA here, and HellRaisers will get another round.
3-4, HellRaisers take the lead. And are now 4 rounds in a row, and FURIA, they are going to have a good buy coming into the next, considering that they save 4 rifles. So they are actually going to be able to get, well, I suppose, an SMG across over to Yuri. Or maybe a FAMAS. And yes, it is going to be a FAMAS. So the buy is actually very strong coming out from FURIA. And I feel like making the save was definitely the right call for them.
Hopefully for Furia's sake, they don't lose too much map control in this round. This time fighting for Banana. This is something we haven't seen from Furia. They put some nades down, the smokes go deep. HellRaisers will not be allowed any control of Banana at the start of the round. Furia don't fully commit to the aggression though. They got slowed down by a Molotov there. So neither side gaining control of Banana just yet, and HellRaisers start to work the apartments.
The tag team of Isa and Dead Fox seeing what they can do, and now it is going to be the Banana aggression coming out from Furia. It's going to be up. So Banana already taken, and that limits the opportunities from HellRaisers late into this 8th round. Just over a minute left on the clock. Yuri, up close and personal. It is going to be HellRaisers. Getting a little bit of a slow default. Izza is going to see what information he can find, but they're actually going to wrap back towards B. So the Banana control of the CTs just fell back, and that's Vinny finding a nice kill. Woxic with an AWP, and now there's only one member towards B.
Art gets one kill up on the boost, but the spam comes in towards him. We head into an even numbers position, but Furia cannot deny the bomb plant, and Issa follows it up with a further frag. That bomb should be planted momentarily. Woxic finally realizes he has the bomb, drops it down to his teammates. They're taking a lot of time to get this bomb down, and that gives Furia a slightly better chance. They're still stuck behind this smoke.
Woxic should be able to see the boost, and he gets tagged and finds that kill. Almost the second. But Yuri, the last Brazilian remaining in this round, he's going to opt to just go for the save, bring the AK into the next, and HellRaisers, their T side looking very, very strong. And what I like to see from them is they lost control of Banana early. They try and default out towards mid, towards A, and then they go back towards Banana and they regain the control. So they don't have to use that much utility. Rather than just contesting it there and then, they wait and come back a little bit later.
And we do start to see some adaptation here from Furia. They try and get some information after the brackets control was gathered by HellRaisers. Vinny goes for the aggression to see how many CTs were there. The HellRaisers still successfully take that B bomb site with the utility. As we go into round number 9, Furia hold on to a few guns, but they don't decide to go for the full investment. They want to make sure they've got the full buy, so they save this one. Yuri's got an AK. Vinny has the FAMAS. They've got some pistols to play with, so don't count Furia out. It's obviously HellRaisers who have the better buy, and with how this game has gone so far, HellRaisers have been favored in the full gun rounds, so with Furia having a weaker buy, you definitely expect HellRaisers to have a big edge.
The execute coming out towards B, but the bomb not following. There is going to be 3 Ts to see what they can do. I like these defaults coming out from HellRaisers, because they always seem to find some sort of opening. Yuri with one, but it is going to be Hobbit to find another kill. So as soon as they find that man advantage, they fall back and they regroup together. The bomb's still in towards T-spawn, but HellRaisers, they still have a lot of decisions of where they want to go on the map and a lot of options, but they have that man advantage.
Spot out the AK towards B. They know that Furia are on a weak buy, but Abel J gets the kill up close. Woxic can't really trade. He needs to get the shot, and he does. Yorp finds the kill. Yuri rotating over, gets a spray down, but he is out in the open, exposed from all angles. And it leaves Çeyrek in a 1v2. The fight comes in. Çeyrek wins the first duel. Woxic tries to move forwards, and that leaves Hobbit alone in a 1v1. He's fairly low on health, but he decides to reposition. Çeyrek will be slowed by the smoke, which finally fades. And Hobbit has quite a few angles to clear, but the same can be said for Çeyrek. Hobbit's having to watch all possible angles, but Çeyrek may not expect this position. Creeping his way forwards, Çeyrek is going to be taken out. It's Hobbit to secure the clutch. Furia take a close round, but it's HellRaisers who take the round win.
And I felt like that was a little bit of an overconfidence play coming out from Woxic. It's a 2v1, and he tries to find that final kill onto Çeyrek. I feel like it was an overextension. They should have played together more towards the side. Look at this here. He tries to find that first kill. I just felt like it was an overextension of what he needed to do in that round.
Well, HellRaisers continue their win streak. We go into full gun round for both teams. Banana control going to be gathered by HellRaisers. Again, FURIA not willing to fight for this banana presence. Ooh, and there goes Hobbit finding the opening. I think Vinny was flashed through the smoke there, but as soon as the flashbang fails, Vinny is just a sitting duck as he emerges through the smoke. And as I was talking about earlier, that leaves FURIA with a decision to make. They either have to split their defense evenly between the sites, or they could have kept 3 on A, and they decide it's worth rotating a second man towards B, which leaves the A site fairly vulnerable.
Dead Fox making his way up towards the end of apartments. Yuri just on the other side. The flash coming in, and finally, an answer back coming out from the Brazilians. As now it is going to be Angel. Spots one out towards Library, but they could actually wrap towards B here. If they need to try and contest Art and take him down, close quarters with the AWP, and Art, he's already been spotted out. Angel finds that kill, and surely that should be the play towards B now. They know that they split too evenly. They caught off the rotator at Library, so there's only one more left on B bomb site. And it is csgo-people. The Molotov coming out, finds the first. He needs a little bit more. He finds 2 in the round, so he does make it a 2-on-2. But with just a little bit of time left on the clock, the bomb gets planted, Hawker.
FURIA keep it close thanks to csgo-people, but HellRaisers are in the better position. The nade is about to land. Hobbit should be dealt with. Yes, he is. Yuri gets the spam through, and Angel also falls. FURIA win the individual fights that they needed to get the retake to go their way. Again, they can't seem to hold on to the bomb sites, but at least they win the retake in this round to finally get back on the board.
And one of the things that I noticed a lot from FURIA in the major is how often they want to use the AUGs. They want to use the AUGs in every single situation possible. And one of the things as well is they like to group up in 4-on-1s, like when they split the bomb sites. But today, haven't really seen that much of heavy setups. We are seeing 3 towards A in this round. And FURIA finally answer back with a round after HellRaisers was able to win 6 in a row, Hawker.
Able J's nade not going to land. May have done a tiny bit of damage, but nothing too significant. This time, HellRaisers not trying to take banana control. HellRaisers should know that banana's been pretty easy for them. They decide to take a different approach. They're looking in towards the A site. This smoke will deny the AWP, but the boost will come in for csgo-people. They boost up the M4 rather than the AWP, and csgo-people gets the kill in from behind. HellRaisers not ready to stop the boost, and a nice little adaptation for FURIA to get the opening.
And that's a great start for Art as well. He double downs with the assist from his teammate. How much more can be found? Yuri as well. And Art with another. So far, so many kills going in favor of only Woxic left in between the site. And he can't get anything done. 5-6 and FURIA only losing a single member in that round.
And I think we're likely to see HellRaisers go back towards their more default setup where they get banana control before going for the push. That time, they tried to switch it up. They tried to fully commit towards A. And FURIA had, again, that nice little adaptation to get the opening pick. And then that kind of puts HellRaisers on the back foot in terms of the trades. FURIA remain on top in the rest of the fights. And I think we've got a pause coming through right now, Dweg. I'm not sure what for, but we can take a look at the odds. And they haven't shifted too much. HellRaisers remain pretty firm favourites for this series.
Yeah. 1.42 for HellRaisers to take out the best of 3. And look, so far from the T sides we've seen from HellRaisers, I can understand why they've decided to pick Inferno, because their T rounds have looked very solid. There has been a little bit of a resurgency coming out from FURIA, and the last 2 rounds have been picked up. But so far, HellRaisers, they've been able to punish FURIA a lot of rounds on their T side just from getting map control.
And even though we haven't seen much of HellRaisers recently, this was definitely a map they liked to play in the past. As Art tries to force an opening fight right now. Isso's going to line them up. He gets the first, sprays for the second, and HellRaisers get 2 entry kills down mid. The switch up from FURIA does not pay off in the slightest as they line up for Isso. And look at this rotation. FURIA decide they are so far behind that they are just going to gamble stack this A site.
Yeah, it's a bit interesting to see the rotations come out. ABONE seeing if he can give an advantage somewhat back, but hang on a minute. So where the CTs are rotating towards B, this is being read very, very well as HellRaisers are now making their way towards B. And the information has been gathered. Flashes coming in over the top, Molotovs and smokes. Caserato smoked and flashed off of his position. It's going to be Vinny and Caserato working together to find these kills. It's now a 3-on-2. Hobbit finding another one, and Caserato almost clutching out the round, but it is going to be ABONE to finish it off. And FURIA, they pick up their 6th and even it up. Impressive showing coming out from Caserato.
Again, Caserato being a nuisance on that B side of the map, playing around that smoke, winning most of the fights. And again, FURIA have definitely got players that are capable of matching up with some of these HellRaisers guys. I mean, obviously, Woxic is an incredible AWPer for HellRaisers. Got plenty of other players. And I mean, Isso has also been the man that stood out for them in the past. FURIA have got star players of their own who are really showing up at the start of this map. 6-6 scoreline, and with Inferno being one of the more evenly balanced maps in the map, this is anyone's game right now as we head into another gun round where the loser of this round will likely have to save in the next. So whoever wins this round should have a great chance to take the lead at the half.
Yeah, that sounds about right. The economy from both teams not looking that fantastic. So a very easy potential of a reset for either of these teams, said Hawker. But 6-6, it looks as if HellRaisers grouping up towards this B-bomb site. We are going to see Caserato and Vinny, the B-bomb site holders, but a little bit of counter utility coming out. Vinny to start things off with Yorg. He falls back, but Hobbit, he's isolated this one-on-one now, and the Molotov coming in towards Nubox. That's going to flush out the CT, and HellRaisers get the bomb site.
Dead Fox cuts off the rotation, creeping into the back lines. Finally, Art puts an end to his life. I don't think this retake is going to be doable. Again, on Inferno, especially towards B, retakes are really tough. Sometimes towards A, they're slightly easier, but even then, you have to clear so many angles. And with FURIA not really having too many nades to work with, they decide they are better off saving. As we said earlier, though, FURIA's money isn't really going to be great. Even as they save these 2 guns, their buy into the next round will definitely be limited. We'll see what their money looks like at the end of the round, as it looks as though both teams will be safe to save their weapons.
Let's get this replay. A Hobbit. Nice opening. And Izza finding that kill towards Nubox and Dead Fox. This play here from the lurk, it does so much damage, and it really stops FURIA from even attempting to go for the retake.
Yeah, HellRaisers looking pretty good right now on their own map pick. Yeah, and I was saying earlier that generally I regard Inferno as a pretty well-balanced map. And HellRaisers have definitely been able to show up on both sides when they've played this map previously. For example, they took an 11-4 half against Big on their T side. They got 11 rounds, and the same against G2. So some pretty impressive T sides from HellRaisers in the past. This one, not quite as good, but they're still in the lead. FURIA will go for the force-up, investing everything into this round. HellRaisers, again, going to get banana control. FURIA can't do anything to stop them, and that nade does some damage. I think it should have connected. Yeah, Angel goes down to half HP, but HellRaisers gain the map control they were looking for.
They lose a bit of damage, or a bit of health in the process, but they now have control of the top of Banana. Woxic just eyeing up the angle towards CT. Knows there's a player there, and what a crucial kill that is as well. Caserato, the man falling, and That gives a big edge for HellRaisers in this round. The Madman that's been able to line up the scoreboard, very impactful for FURIA, now has no impact in this round. As the tease still towards Banana, and it looks like the execute's finally going to come in. But what's interested me is that I feel like it's going to be a fake because there's already 2 players towards this A bomb site. And the bomb surely shouldn't be going towards B, especially with how split the players are at the moment.
Ooh, the bomb is sticking around. I think finally it will come back to group up with the rest of the squad. And Art, oh, he's out in the open. Issa catches him off guard from Boiler. And now Yuri has to solo hold this site. How is he going to do this? He is fully alone. He gets 1 kill. They are coming in from all different angles. And Dead Fox finds the trade frag he needed. HellRaisers again kind of faking FURIA out there. FURIA stack pretty heavily towards B. Leave A as the weaker bomb sites. And HellRaisers are getting these opening kills way too often as well. That's another thing that's made this T side a bit easier for HellRaisers. Quite often they're gaining the early man advantage, and that always leaves FURIA kind of on the back foot, kind of having to react to what HellRaisers are doing.
Yeah, you're totally right. And it seems as if FURIA doesn't have the right style. There's just something that's in their playstyle that's not allowing advantage. It seems that HellRaisers are somehow finding a weakness in their defense. And once they had that early man advantage, it seems that they hold on to the situation, they continue with the slow default, and then they start to group up together. So HellRaisers, a nice protocol in place to when they do get an early man advantage. But this is such an important kill for Woxic.
And Woxic is a player we should probably talk about, because normally he obviously wants to have the AWP in his hands.
Yeah.
On Inferno, it's really difficult to use the AWP on the T side, so he has to use the rifle most of the time, and he's also proving that he is capable with the AK as well. He's done fine on the T side, and then oftentimes I've seen Woxic take over games on the CT side of Inferno. He can definitely really put in a shift with the AWP when he heads into this second half, and that's something FURIA will have to be scared of. But for the time being, they've got to focus on this last round of the first half. They've scraped together a bye, but they've only got 1 rifle to play with, and trying to make sure they don't lose the opening pick too early this time.
Well, it does seem as if a lot of HP is going to be taken down onto Art. I don't know what the health came from, though. I don't know if it was a HE.
I heard him taking some damage from a molly. I think he got extinguished.
Right, okay.
Didn't really get to see it, though.
In towards Boiler. And a heavy banana presence coming out from FURIA, but it seems like Woxic just highlighted him. He's found 2 in the round, and almost a third. He gets taken down low, but he can pull the rotation with his players off towards B and say, there's only 1 here. Let's start to attack. Being pop flashed in. Vinny sitting behind first oranges, able to find 1, tries to wide swing, and gets the second. The bomb being dropped. Great round from Vinny. And he holds off HellRaisers just enough for his teammates to try and back him up as soon as they can.
CT's coming from 2 different angles. Art is extremely low on health. They only have 1 smoke for the retake, but Art goes creeping through the smoke at just the right time. HellRaisers moving in towards ruins. FURIA have to be aware of this. Art moves forward, doesn't get the frag. Dead Fox survives on a slither of health. Now Yuri needs to find where these players are positioned. He knows that Dead Fox is in ruins, but he doesn't know where the second man is. He's trying to find him, but he doesn't have a clue. Angel is not behind the box. He is also in the ruins, and the time is too far gone. An inconsequential kill for Yuri at the end of the half. HellRaisers take a 9-6 lead.
What a great first half coming out from HellRaisers as well. They make it very crisp, and it seems as if they've really been granted control, and I feel like that lead could have been extended ever so further if they won the pistol round, because all of their gun rounds were so concise.
Yeah, definitely. It felt like HellRaisers were in control of that map. I think that's the way to describe it in the first half. Now that FURIA are on their T side, though, we'll kind of get to see how HellRaisers play on the CT side of things, because FURIA almost never fought for that banana control. I think there were 2 rounds, maybe, where they tried to take control of banana fully, And I expect HellRaisers will really make it more difficult. They'll be really sticky in towards Banana. They're not going to allow FURIA to take control so easily. And I think that's going to pose a problem for FURIA.
And I feel like we're going to have a really heavy presence from Woxic with the AWP towards Banana as well. I know that he loves playing towards a B bomb side. But for HellRaisers, it's going to be a little bit of a test. Coming up against FURIA on their own map pick of Inferno. I mean, if FURIA is able to win out a pistol, that will be 2 pistol round wins for them in the game, and it really could narrow the scoreline.
Hello. HellRaisers are going to be rushing down mid at the start of this one. At least taking some fights down mid, but FURIA completely missed them. It's going to be a bomb plant with 0 damage done. If FURIA commit to this B play, HellRaisers are trying to rotate over, but they're not going to get here in time. FURIA are setting up this execute, and we could easily see a bomb plant without any kills coming through.
Yeah, this is unbelievable. It seems like the CTs had an idea of going into that. That's a nice kill from Isa. But what more can they do? Yuri, they're checking all of the side, but they don't realise that none of them are here. 2 of the kills going in favour of FURIA. But it is going to be HellRaisers in the advantage. Isa are able to find 3 in the round. And now it's all up to Art and Serato left. The bomb down in the middle of the site. And with just over a minute left. There's a lot of time to use for Serato. That's a nice kill. Art needs to find one as well. But a 2-on-2, the teams, they need to try and work together here. Peek at the same time and get this bomb down. And Art as well. And now it's all down to Woxic, and the bomb's going towards A Orca.
Wow, this has been such a weird round. HellRaisers get to rotate towards the B site just before the push comes through. Issa ends up getting 3 kills, but it might not be enough because Woxic is low on health. He's rotated over here, but he needs both frags. He gets the first, but Serato comes out wide for the trade. And HellRaisers will be losing both pistol rounds on their own map pick. That could be pretty costly for them. We'll see if they decide to force up, because they made that round close, but it'll probably just be the one save for HellRaisers, as FURIA eventually got this round win. Again, what a weird pistol round.
Yeah, it was... Look, if FURIA was going towards first and second mid, I feel like it would have been a very different story, but they went for a B rush. It seemed like both teams sort of went for a rush in the complete opposite directions, and HellRaisers, they find out straight away that it's actually towards this B bomb site, but nevertheless, we are going to go and get into the 17th round of the game. HellRaisers on towards 9, and FURIA on 7. But no upgrades whatsoever from HellRaisers, other than 1 flash and a deagle, and oh my god, they've already found a kill. Dead Fox with 1, oh, Dead Fox with another. This is unbelievable. What a start from HellRaisers on a buy that they had nothing with.
FURIA have lost the bomb, and Dead Fox is in behind Art here. He is going to get a 3rd. Dead Fox is going huge right now. The bomb dropped at second mid. HellRaisers start to rotate towards B. They leave Dead Fox alone at second mids. Wonder if HellRaisers didn't realize they spotted out the bomb there. FURIA have to go back to get that one. And HellRaisers decide it's time to play it safe. Got the 2-man lead. They're going to sit back on the sites and wait for FURIA to make the move. You can see FURIA are so scared right now. They think that HellRaisers are camping this bomb, and they're going to waste so much time getting this bomb back.
And they're going to head to B as well. 20 seconds left on the clock, and one of the things is they might not be able to check all of the angles or feel like they have enough time to check all the angles. There's a smoke coming in towards CT, and Isa with the deagle. What can he do? He does have Woxic in towards Dark, and I feel like they're not going to expect him here. Oh, Woxic, this could be the play. His teammate chiming in as well. Oh my god, HellRaisers lose 1 member, Hawker, in that round. And all they had, from what I can remember, is 1 flashbang and a deagle.
Oof. FURIA won't be feeling good about that round. Man, that went horribly wrong for them. Trying to push in towards top mid, but the timing goes just right for HellRaisers, who had a couple of players stacked in that position. The aggression works so well for Dead Fox, and even with the bomb plant, FURIA's money is non-existent. They're going to be saving 1 to get a bye into the next round. Very well done by HellRaisers there, taking the stack in towards A. Good team play between them. And then I like that decision to just play back from the sites. I assume they didn't realize they had the bomb at second mid. But even if they spotted that bomb, just playing from the bomb sites is the safe option. And speaking of safe options, FURIA I thought were going to save, but they go for the full investment here.
Yeah, look, this is very questionable. To be up 3 rounds down against HellRaisers, you know the sort of buy that they've got, and you throw everything in on this 1/18th round. A very, very risky play coming out from FURIA. And I'd like to see how they approach out the round. It seems like it's going to be a heavy execute towards 8. There's 3 already coming in with the apartments. The Molotov coming in. Dead Fox in towards the side. Lots of damage being done to these FURIA players already. And oh my god, they're making it work. Able J to fire the first. Woxic in with the site with the AWP. He needs to find a few kills here. Oh, and Caserato on the flank. The pistols, Hawker. The pistols are doing so much damage at the moment.
HellRaisers stack the A site though. All 3 CTs here. Woxic gets the first frag, but they're stuck on the site itself. The pistols coming in, and they get the round win. FURIA steal it away. HellRaisers end up losing the round. And all of a sudden, it's HellRaisers' turn to go for what's probably going to be a buy, but a weaker one. They can afford 3 rifles on the CT side, and this is just a game of weaker buys winning right now, Dweg.
Yeah, this is unbelievable. I don't know what just happened in that round. 2 rounds in a row, we've just had pistols convert against the rifles and SMGs. Now FURIA come into this with a relatively strong buy. HellRaisers, they have the AWP on the back of Woxic, but other than that, it's going to be 2 pistols and 2 rifles to use. And FURIA, they slow it down.
Now, Woxic's got the AWP in his hands, as you pointed out, and he's looking to take a fight down mid. Elsewhere, Dead Fox playing close, but Able J clears the angle. Woxic gets 1 kill, as does Issa. These 2 rifles coming into play on towards A. And FURIA will look to go in towards Banana, but there are 2 CTs here waiting for them. Oh no, Hobbit doesn't have assistance. The rotate off at just the wrong time. Hobbit is now trapped at sandbags, and he will fall. Angel is here with the AUG. Didn't fully rotate. He gets the kill, and that is the bomb dropped. Angel is going to try and slow things down further as he gets a second on the spray, and it's all on Art. The AWP in a 1v3. He might get to A quickly enough, but he doesn't know the A site is clear. So HellRaisers will start to rotate back into position, and Art has got it all to do.
Yeah, this has been a really back and forward second half. It was like you said, Art, 1v3. Is it going to be able to get it done? And HellRaisers, they don't decide to pick up that second AWP on the CT side, just opting to stay with that M4 on to Izza. But for FURIA's sake, please don't tell me they're going to force buy. Yep.
Ooh,
they are.
Such a risk.
It is. They're playing really risky at the moment, and it's good to see because it's not their map pick, and they feel as if we make these risky plays and it pays off, then it's unbelievably good. But they're not really thinking about the negatives at this point. But Izza, oh, a big spray down, lots of damage being done. Yuri and Caserato really low, and a man disadvantage for FURIA. This is not a great start at all.
Yeah, I thought Issa was just going to jump across there, and he would have got loads of information, spotting the entire team. Ends up taking the fights, and while he only gets 1 frag, as you were pointing out, he's done a lot of damage onto the other members of FURIA. Only Able J on full HP. And Hobbit is peeking all the way down Banana, which is allowing his teammates to stack this A-bombs. Caserato lining up a flashbang to try and peek in towards Banana. It looks like FURIA will be leaning in towards this A bomb site where there were 3 players for HellRaisers. That's changed slightly as HellRaisers put Angel in towards CT. But what's it here with the AWP? Lands the shot through the wall. That is ridiculous. Able J pulls it back with a couple of kills on the M4. Angel gets a kill on towards the site. That means it's all on Caserato with just 12 HP. Even Angel's MP9 will be able to finish him off without too much of a problem. As long as Angel's looking the right way, he should be able to get this frag, and there it is. HellRaisers hold on for the round win, and they should be in full control of this game now.
I didn't even know you could wallbang through that wall. Wow. Well, that's a first. 12-8, HellRaisers looking incredibly strong. And FURIA, now they have to go for the save. They have to not go for the force bite. And it looks like a very heavy, fast breedy play coming out.
Oh, no.
And it's going to be a melt, or it should be. Hobbit lining them all up. That's an ace for Hobbit. Really easily done. And it's... Oh, that did seem pretty easy for Hobbit.
All right, then. That's the round. Let's have a replay of that. Hobbit just sprays everyone. Okay. They just all line up for him. I mean, that's a little bit too easy. Here comes the buy for FURIA, though. This round shouldn't be quite that easy for HellRaisers. As we head into round 22, FURIA really need this round win now. 5 rounds behind. HellRaisers are edging closer and closer to victory on their own map pick, and Issa pushing forwards. Timing isn't good, but he gets the kill anyway. Flashbang comes in to help him out. And Yuri tries to spam through for the trade, but he's already out of there. Issa gets away safely.
I like that flashbang coming out from Woxic towards Boiler, flashing it over. The timings just didn't really work out, but Issa, he still escapes with his life and takes someone else's. As FURIA now making their way through brackets. And Woxic not on the AWP this round, but hearing a lot of information. And oh, he wants more, but look at that from Yuri. He catches Woxic getting a little bit over-aggressive there. And Izza in towards the mini pit, and that's the bomb spotted as well. Dead Fox as well chiming in. And so far, it has been all HellRaisers in this round, as it's only down to 2. Izza still stuck in this mini pit. That's a nice shot. And it's all up to csgo left. 18 and 14 at the moment. In a 1-on-3 clutch. The bomb in the open.
On the site as well.
Yeah, it's almost impossible. It's a really difficult task for csgo even to find one single kill here.
HellRaisers have got all angles dealt with. csgo is looking for the opening kill. That's what he needs right now, but Issa doesn't give him the opportunity. And csgo forced into the open, leaving HellRaisers with the round win. We were pointing out Woxic at the half, expecting him to come through with the AWP on this CT side, but he's not really had to do too much. He hasn't had a massive amount of impact with the AWP. It's generally been the rest of HellRaisers holding the sites with the rifles. But again, FURIA look like they want to force up into this round. csgo fully investing, and I guess at this point, FURIA are so far behind that it's probably just worth going for this force buy. If you're really playing for the win, you've got to try and get this round win now.
Yeah, look, to play for overtime when you're this many rounds down, you might as well just go for it now. If you lose out this round, you could pretty much say the map's over. But just go for it, see what happens. 3 MAC-10s, a CZ, and a Tech-9 to use. They're really digging in late in the second half to see if they can bring some sort of comeback and fast aggression towards A. Is HellRaisers going to expect this? Woxic with the AWP, with the AK, my mistake. He's able to find 2, trying to spray down some more. And so far, Furious push not going so well as Woxic finds a 3rd and a 4th from Woxic. It's all down to ABONE left and a 1-on-5 with the CZ. And Hawker, that round fell apart really, really quickly.
I was literally just saying that Woxic hasn't had much impact with the AWP. He pulls out the AK of all things, spraying away, and there is the ace. Woxic absolutely denies FURIA any chance in the round. I think HellRaisers might just cruise to victory now. Even with FURIA having the buy into this round, HellRaisers have just been too good here on Inferno. And you can definitely see why HellRaisers picked this map. They've had some great results in the past, beating some teams, some good teams with convincing scorelines. It looks like this game might be just as convincing.
Coming into this last round, or what could be the last round of the game, HellRaisers make their way to match point of map number 1 on Inferno. That nade doing so much damage, and Angel reading it so well. The early man advantage, and he doesn't even fall back. He wants more. I can't believe he wants more.
Ooh, well, there goes Art getting the kill in reply. Rotate coming through. Art dodges the flashbang. Oh, Dead Fox goes into the open, but there are 2 players waiting for him. FURIA work their way into this round after losing the first fight, they get the man advantage, and now HellRaisers start to rotate towards A just as FURIA recuperate, and start to move in towards this B bomb site. It's Hobbit who's been able to rotate over, but a smoke should come for CT shortly. Hobbit has to get aggressive if he wants to stop this.
It's all up to Hobbit now, holding off to the B bomb site. So much information. Hobbit, he lines up 1 and 2. Oh, so much damage being done by Hobbit. As now this round is definitely doable for HellRaisers. Yuri is looking towards CT. And now it's all up to Izza. 1v2, the man from Jordan. And he's up against the 2 Brazilians, Yuri and Abel J, facing off against match point. And there it is. FURIA pick up their 9th. And HellRaisers, their economy is still so solid, Hawker.
Yeah, they're not going to have problems anytime soon. Woxic will go for the AWP that we've been talking about. It's also great to see HellRaisers having their 3 star players, or the 3 players you would expect to be their star players, all fragging well. Woxic and Issa both have 21 kills, and Hobbit, the new boy, is up there with 19. So he's performing well, but Angel gets picked off. The spray is good for 2. Yuri cracks open the B bomb site, and this round might be over before it's even begun.
Yeah, HellRaisers already locked out of this B bomb site. Woxic with the AWP, seeing if he can spot any boosts coming up. But so far, FURIA, an excellent round. They're able to crunch their way in and take out those 2 B bomb site holders without losing a single member. Yuri able to find an opening 2 kills in the round. He does get taken down to 4 HP, but the trade doesn't come out for HellRaisers. And now FURIA slowly coming back into this game. We still need another 5 more rounds to take it to overtime, but 10 to 15, it brings the Brazilians up to double digits, Hawker.
All right, I noticed something earlier, right?
All right, let's hear it.
When I say H, the chat gets really angry.
Right.
And I only just realized that I say H instead of H. And now it annoys me as well.
It is H.
It's not H. I don't think it's H.
Oh, well, for an Aussie, it's H. It's definitely not H. H is for an Aussie.
I've had this conversation with people before, and whenever I say H, they all get really angry at me for some reason. I don't know why. They just hate it.
No, well, that's what I say. I've always said that.
Oh, no. Now all of chat is going to hate both of us, Dweg.
Oh, no.
Oh, God. Why would you commit to this? You had a way out.
I did have a way out, but I wanted to be straight up with chat.
I appreciate it, Dweg. I appreciate you got my back. Let's see if FURIA have got a way back into this game, though, as Art gets taken down low. Right at the start of the round, he is very, very low on health. Nade landing in towards Banana, goes both ways, but Hobbit takes the brunt of it. He's down to half HP, and HellRaisers decide not to fight too hard for Banana after taking that nade damage.
HellRaisers with a boost position coming out from Dead Fox. On top of the plants looking towards Boiler. That's actually a self boost that you could do. But Dead Fox and Izza aggressive towards this diggity area. And looking in towards brackets and towards Boiler. And FURIA, we've seen a lot of aggression come out from them. But this round it is being slowed down. The spread out default to see what information they can find. But look at this setup towards A for the CTs.
Oh, Angel gets one through the smoke. HellRaisers. Whoa. Hello?
Yeah, mine's crashed as well.
Oh, okay. I thought this was my internet for a second. I don't know what's happening.
It's my internet as well.
Well, sometimes we do have these issues. I guess that HellRaisers might have won. Maybe the GoTV was ahead of the actual game or something. I guess we'll try and get confirmation of that. I'm reading the scoreboard right now, and it looks like HellRaisers are slowly but surely taking the frags. So I think we can assume that HellRaisers got the win. Apologies about this, guys. We have not really got an idea what's happening, but sometimes you get these problems.
Ooh, actually, yeah, it's a 2v2, so it was a 5-on-2. And K Serrano is going to get the bomb down. I don't know what site, but 2-on-2. We're just looking at HLTV at the moment. Has the bomb down. Low HP onto Angel. Woxic on full HP with the AWP. And 2 AKs across the board for the rest of the Brazilians. As the bomb is going down. That's csgo getting a nice kill onto Angel, with leaving it all up to Woxic left. He finds one, but he can't.
Ooh.
So csgo, he wins it for Furia.
Oh, what is this?
Sorry,
what is on the
guys.
stream right now?
Yeah. Don't know what's happening here. I think
it's back up. It's back
crashed
up.
off.
No, it's not.
We're
Oh, no,
good
it
to
is.
go. We're
It
good to
is.
go. 15-11 to HellRaisers. Furia just won a round, and HellRaisers have themselves only pistols into this round. So Furia break the bank of HellRaisers. We're just going to skip past that last round entirely, Dweg, and see if HellRaisers can do anything here, because they're stacked in towards the apartments, and these close angles are very, very scary with these pistols.
Well, a fantastic clutch coming out from csgo. The aim was so crisp to be able to win out Furia their 11th round. But Able J now in towards the apartments, and he's got 3 in his sights. Are they all going to peek him at once, or are they going to individually go? Well, one by one. Yuri is there as well. Dead Fox falling. And Woxic, I'm going to expect him. Oh, no way. No way they don't see Woxic here.
I would want to knife so badly.
I
I'm
feel
trying
like
to get more than one.
Yeah, but there's no more people.
Ooh. Could he get kills onto the players on shorts? This could actually work for Woxic. The trigger discipline's still paying off, but the CZ has very few bullets. He has to be clinical as he gets the first and the second. Woxic tries his best, but teammates all die in the meantime. Good effort from Woxic there, but he really needed his teammates to help him out from the sights. Unfortunately, no round win there for HellRaisers.
Whereabouts are you on the clock, by the way, Hawker? Because I feel like I'm I feel like I'm a little bit in front of you.
I'm at 4 seconds, 3 seconds.
Oh yes, I'm gonna
2
pause.
seconds. I don't know what the producer's at. That's the problem. Could be slightly out of sync.
All right,
I think we're about the same time. I think we're all good.
around there. Well, I think we're okay. We're okay.
And we're into a gun round as well, so we definitely need to focus on this one. Woxic has normally taken that AWP towards the A side of the map. He's rarely gone in towards Banana. Oh no. Oh no.
A 5-on-5, a minute 35 left on the. Oh, it's back.
Quality's not looking great on my screen. Hopefully it's fine on the stream though. This is such a key round as well. We really need to see this one played out. HellRaisers get the gun round, and here we go. This is what I was talking about. HellRaisers make sure they get banana control. That limits Furia pretty significantly as to the options they have on their T side.
A 5-on-5. It's a heavy CT set up towards the same bomb site. Dead Fox just sitting under the porch area. But he is going to get flashed out. Oh, that's a good lineup for Dead Fox. He's only able to find one. Woxic chimes in with the enemy P as well, and he finds 2. It's all up to csgo left. A 1v4. And on facing match point, HellRaisers should be able to win this here and now. csgo making it possible. In a 1-on-3. And he's got the bomb, and he actually could make his way back towards B. There's only Angel towards B. Gonna be a fake.
Yeah. Angel needs to be careful over on that B side, but csgo doubles back in towards A. The player's close, and Woxic gets the kill. HellRaisers secure the 16-12 victory here on